How to keep conversations flowing smoothly. Maintaining a smooth conversation is an essential skill in both personal and professional settings. Conversations that flow effortlessly foster strong relationships, enhance mutual understanding, and prevent awkward silences. Mastering this art requires practice and a few communication strategies. Below are practical tips to help you keep conversations lively and engaging. 1. Active listening. Listening is the foundation of good conversation. People naturally enjoy being heard, so by actively listening to others, you encourage them to share more. Focus not only on the words they are saying but also on their tone and body language. Use subtle cues such as nodding or brief affirmations like "I see" or "That's interesting" to show your engagement. This not only helps the speaker feel valued but also provides opportunities for follow-up questions, which keep the conversation flowing. 2. Ask open-ended questions. Open-ended questions invite more thoughtful responses and encourage the other person to elaborate. Instead of asking, "Did you enjoy the event?" try asking, "What was your favorite part of the event?" Such questions require more than a yes or no response and can lead to deeper discussions. This technique is particularly useful in professional or networking settings where meaningful interactions are essential. 3. Find common interests. Discovering shared topics can turn an ordinary conversation into an engaging one. Pay attention to what the other person is passionate about or interested in. If you find common ground, it becomes easier to maintain a smooth exchange. For instance, if both of you enjoy traveling, the conversation can naturally evolve into sharing travel experiences, favorite destinations, or plans for future trips. 4. Practice empathy and validation. Acknowledging the other person's feelings helps build a connection. Empathy involves understanding and respecting the emotions conveyed in the conversation. Validation can be as simple as saying, "That sounds really challenging," or "I can see why you felt that way." These responses show that you value the other person's perspective, which encourages them to open up more, keeping the conversation moving forward. 5. Use transitional phrases. Transitional phrases can bridge topics and prevent conversations from stalling. Statements like "That reminds me of," or "Speaking of that," offer a smooth segue from one subject to another. This technique also shows that you are actively participating in the discussion, making the other person feel more comfortable to continue sharing. 6. Share your own experiences. While it is important to listen, sharing your experiences also adds to the conversation. Relating to what the other person has said shows that you can connect on a personal level. However, ensure that your stories are relevant and not too lengthy. The goal is to balance both speaking and listening, keeping the exchange dynamic. 7. Be mindful of body language and tone. Nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in conversations. Maintain appropriate eye contact, use open body language, and smile when appropriate to convey interest. Your tone of voice should also reflect the context of the conversation, be it casual, professional, or empathetic. Positive body language makes the other person feel at ease, encouraging them to continue the discussion. 8. Handle silences gracefully. Silences are natural in conversations and don't always indicate awkwardness. When a pause occurs, embrace it as an opportunity to reflect or think of a new topic. You can also acknowledge it humorously by saying, "Looks like we ran out of things to say for a moment." This lightens the mood and provides a smooth way to restart the conversation. 9. Stay curious and non-judgmental. Genuine curiosity helps sustain conversations. Approach each interaction with an open mind, willing to learn something new from the other person. Avoid being judgmental, as it can make people hesitant to express themselves freely. Being curious about their views, experiences, or opinions fosters a positive conversational environment. 10. Know when to conclude. An important part of keeping conversations smooth is knowing when to wrap things up. Conversations should end naturally, leaving both participants feeling satisfied. You can summarize the discussion or express appreciation for the time spent, saying something like, "It was great chatting with you. Let's continue this conversation sometime soon." A graceful conclusion ensures that the interaction ends on a positive note and leaves room for future engagement. In conclusion, keeping conversations flowing smoothly involves active listening, asking open-ended questions, and finding common interests. Balancing empathy with personal sharing, using transitional phrases, and being mindful of body language contribute to dynamic discussions. Embracing silences, staying curious, and knowing when to end the conversation are equally important. With these strategies in mind, you can foster meaningful connections and enjoy engaging conversations in any setting.